Okay. Now we're going to 4, I think. Gravity is also an enemy. That's not wrong. That's not wrong. But in this case, they are separate things. But no, you are not wrong. Gravity is, in fact, the enemy. Not like a enemy. Gravity is the enemy. The THE. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think we're back on the main road right now. Yep, perfect. What are we doing right now? Right now we're going to Lendel because we need to do at least the Volcano Manor quest in Lendel and possibly even more further north, which we'll have to really figure out how we're going to do that if we end up doing that. So I don't know how we're going to do it. We need to make sure that we don't like jump any quests or mess anything up. You know what would be a really cool feature for this game? Can you imagine on large enemies, when you put them in a critical state, if the auto-target dot automatically moved directly to the critical point while it was exposed and then back to wherever it was when it wasn't? So that way, like when a giant fell over, you would lock on to its upper body since that's where the critical point is, instead of like moving to the upper body while awkwardly targeting its legs and not being able to target its upper body because that's not a targetable point. So you have to do this weird thing where you have to like break your lock on to get the critical hit. That doesn't make any sense, right? That just sounds weird when you say it. Why would you have to break your lock on to get a critical hit? Anyway. Yeah. Maybe for the future. Yes, it's just a little weird and inconvenient. There's nothing wrong with it. I just feel like it's one of the, like that's one of those things that I feel like in this game could absolutely be better. There's lots of little things in Souls games that just it could just be better. And that's just one of those things I feel like could be better. Boop. Uh-oh. Yeah, get some sleep, bro. Woo! Oh god, he's awake. Yeah, sleep does like really not work on some enemies. Like at all. Boy, what are you doing? You're horrifying me. Nice. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Again, I petition to add the ability to high-five your summons as they slowly fade away for an amazing Hollywood moment at the end of fights. Next game. Maybe in the DLC. When is SGF today? There's only one SGF show, I think, today, and I believe that is the Guerrilla Collective at 1 p.m. ET. Yep. You missed the second Margit fight near Outer Wall of Grace. Did? Hey, we can go back to our Radon legs. What's our poise now? 85. I wonder what good poise is. Where's the Outer Wall, Grace? There's the Outer Wall Battleground. Outer Wall Phantom Tree. 51 is good. 89 is great. Okay. Full heavy armor is like 101. Okay, cool. What was the magic build? Come mention on Twitter. We started it yesterday and it's going amazingly. We have a mage run all set up for a very fun playthrough. Meteorite staff, rock sling. We just killed the dragon in Caelid, and I've died one time. So we're going to be doing the mage through maybe even as early as this afternoon. We might continue it maybe a little bit this afternoon, but I'm going to primarily be doing this playthrough because I want this playthrough to be done first. So I'm really going to focus on getting this one like done. And for this one to be done, the goals for this playthrough to be done are doing all the Volcano Manor quests, getting the big great sword from Volcano Manor and seeing if that's the weapon I want to take into the DLC. If it is, at that point killing Moog. If it's not, continuing to look for that weapon and then going to kill Moog. And then at that point when Moog is dead, this playthrough is ready. And then we'll probably focus the mage playthrough and get that one all ready. Again, killing Radon and Moog. And then we'll go back to the Dex playthrough and just speed the bosses down. And then we'll have 3 runs ready to go. A Dex run, a Strength Faith run, and a Int Mind run. So we should be able to, using all those characters, have a few fun playthroughs where we get to like try and see all the fun things. Yeah. Which would be cool. What if the DLC isn't good? Here's the good news about FromSoft games. Even the absolute worst ones will still be worth a playthrough just to see. So even if it's the worst FromSoft game that comes out, I'm still gonna love my first playthrough of it. Yeah. Even if it's the worst one. And that's okay. I'm not really going in with any expectations. I'm not expecting the best From Software experience. I'm just expecting more, and I'm going to be happy with more. I really like From Software products. I don't necessarily need them to be better. I just want more of them. I've played all of them many, many times to the point where I really can't anymore because I played them so much. So yeah. Like the only innovation I want to see from Miyazaki, to put it bluntly, is in like QOL and control stuff. But in terms of how they make the games and the lore, like I think that it was really cool that for Elden Ring, they were like, you know what? Let's like bring in a fantasy author to really help make this special. Like they're doing what they need to do to keep these games interesting. So I have no doubt. I have no doubt that they'll do whatever they need to do to keep it interesting. I wonder if Martin is consulting on the DLC. Have they talked about that? Because of all the games, I will say, especially after looking into the lore more, there's really no question that Elden Ring's lore is the most developed of all of them. Like it or not, I feel like it's the most developed of all. It has the most kind of like interesting history. Which is cool. So love him or hate him, I do hope we see more of that kind of narrative in the DLC. Bloodborne lore was really cool. I agree. I really like that. From Software has always been amazing at world building. They've always been incredible at setting the stage. The thing that I feel Martin did was he connected the pieces better than they have in the past.
For bringing me to the base of the Erdtree.
Yeah.
Here, I can
at least
govern my own.
I'm assuming that's what he did because this game feels way more like that.
the accord is fulfilled. I shall depart to ascertain the purpose I was given. Farewell. I shall leave Torrent and the power to turn runes into strength. Here, with you, I wish you luck in realizing your ambition. You have fought long and hard. I have no doubt you will become Elden Lord. May you take the throne.
I am maidenless. What did George R.R. Martin confirmed add to the game? So I think they purposefully did not confirm exactly what Martin added to the game. For I'm guessing a variety of reasons. What the only thing that I can kind of ascertain from being a Souls fan is it seems in this game that there are far more referenced events, and there's far more referenced like procedural evolution of things than there is normally in Souls games. What we normally get in Souls games is a bunch of like really weird established areas in a world that's been around for a long time, and it's all kind of there. And you sometimes learn a little bit about how it was created or got there, but it's much more about the world itself, the state it's in, and where it is. This game is much more about like, you know, the Knight of the Black Knife, and there were these factions, and there was this faction, and then there was this marriage, and then they broke up and caused this war, and these two people fought, and it stopped the star cycle, and then she exploded in rot because she was born with rot because she had this curse from this. Like, there's so much more in this game than a normal game. And I see people in chat going, yeah, Martin didn't contribute to any of that. Okay, so as members of the dev team, like you two are, what did he exactly contribute on? Since you're so sure what he didn't, why don't you tell us what he did contribute on? Asliard says, George R.R. Martin dash, which I'm assuming means quoted, there is a tree, and all the bosses of this game have to be named after my initials. That's the confirmed edition from George R.R. Martin? That's what has been announced that he has added to the game? That is a bit less than I anticipated. And that sounds completely and totally accurate and true.
Bok the seamster at your service, my lord.
I'm kind of interested though. Like, I wonder what he did actually add.
To your garments.
So, yeah. But no, that's it. They did make a very big PR move adding him to the game, and I'll always wonder what he did actually add. But regardless of what he did add or didn't add, regardless of that, completely remove him from the equation. I do like the much more event infused history that Elden Ring has that is not normal to previous games. I definitely love this direction, and I hope they go with this direction, because I don't mind politics if it's in weird worlds where none of it makes sense. That's like the only time I like politics, is when it's between like weird alien factions that none of them, you know, like that's when politics, every like real world politics are the worst thing that's ever existed. But like weird Elden Ring politics stuff, like the Knight of the Black Ring and all that stuff's awesome. So yeah. Yeah, and I really like how they kind of leaned into it in this game. All right, here we go. Did you see it?
My lord, did you see it? The Erdtree. I don't really have the words for this, but I was so dazzled. I felt something stir in my breast. The Erdtree is waiting for you, my lord. I know it, I do. I feel it in my bones. Oh, please, take the throne of Elden Lord.
Okay, so get this. Elden Ring producer Yasuhiro Kitao said in an interview on The Verge that Martin formed the mythos for the world, so probably like the Greater Will, Two Fingers, all that stuff, which takes place many, many years before the events of the game and really shapes a lot of the current state of the world and its characters. So basically, George R.R. Martin built the sandbox that the devs then made the game in. But yeah, I bet he just added some initials to the bosses. That sounds like something we should be spreading around on the internet. Cool. Okay.
Have you ever wished
That
you
sounds
were
exactly like
born again?
added a few initials to the bosses,
Well,
right?
They say that Ronaldo
basically
of
the same
Rhea
thing.
Lucaria has the power to help people be reborn. Oh, me? Reborn? Oh, look at me. When you're this ugly, well, being reborn, it would hardly make a difference, I'm afraid.
This is where we need to do it. So we either give him a larval tear to be reborn, or we play
Going already, my lord.
the You're Beautiful thing, which is
Please
adorable.
do be safe on your journeys.
Okay, so I don't remember if we did this in a previous run. I don't want to do this. What happens if you give him the tear? If you give him the tear, he dies, yes, but the whole point of the larval tear is that you die and you're reborn. Do we actually get to see him reborn? Oh, he can't survive the transformation. He becomes human and then he dies. Oh, that's really sad. All right, so we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Okay, so where do we get the item that we need for him? Because I don't think we did it. It's the prattling pate that says "You're beautiful." Where do we get that? Mount Gelmir Village. So we're back up here. Okay. I'm gonna just do this real quick before we continue. Yeah, I'm gonna do this real quick. Joe, do you really expect a happy ending in this story? If we can have a single, somewhat happy ending, I want to get at least that one, you know. Tez Liz says, like, I feel like a lot of people ask this, but how do I join the Cohh group? Oh, don't ever hesitate to ask any question here. We are happy to answer it. If you hit start and then go to multiplayer and then hit the Y button on your thing or whatever the PC version is, I don't know what it is. When you're in here, it's Gary Kun. Capital G, lowercase ARYKUN. Just pop that in any of the 5 things and it should work fine for you.
Welcome. Stingy little beggar.
No, barely. Thank you, bud. Thank you. Appreciate you, dude. Sure, Tez. Anytime.
Seek fluid intake.
What's that? Is that a giant? Okay. Hydrate, homies. Nope. Not doing that. Wish I had more arrows sticking out of me. I love how they're from like every different angle. Oh, it's so good. Ah! 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 Okay. All right. We're done. I thought this a mountain of fire, but I hardly feel a thing. I'll have to head further down. Uh-oh. Gato, thanks for subbing for a year, buddy. Really appreciate that. Thank you, dude. What? Oh, do I have to take this around, don't I? Go. Cohh, just finished my Ko-fi. I should have ordered 5 bags. Oh, you like it? Dude, awesome. I'm thrilled you do, Dub. That's great, man. Yeah, it's really good. There's another roast coming up soon, though. If you do want more Ko-fi, there's another roast coming soon. Which is good, because I'm almost out. Ickmeyer, thank you, dude. Thank you very much. This is a direct quote from Martin on what he did. So I went back and wrote a history of what happened 5,000 years before the current game and who all the characters were and who was killing each other and what powers they had. They had these runes that were at the center of the game, and the rune got split into many pieces, and that's what was screwed up the world. I laid all that out. Cool. So he wrote the history of Elden Ring. Okay. He literally wrote the Elden rune. Cool. All right. So that now we know that he was a huge part of the lore of this game. Okay. The initial lore is what literally everything else in the game was built on. It is the seed that everything grew from. So, yeah. All right. And keep in mind, I'm not even a Martin fan. I don't want people in chat to think I'm like defending Martin. I'm just trying to figure out what actually happened. I'm a truth guy, not a Martin guy. So if he actually helped, like, I think we should, you know, that should be a factor. Absolutely. But if he didn't, that should be a factor too. Did you get the whip chandelier from Patches? I don't know. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Nope. Not doing that. Oh, that's right! We have the perfect weapon for them now! They hate fire. Oh, my lord. Where was this my whole life? Feels good, man. Alright, let's see. We gotta get the... Well, actually, I don't really... I guess... No, I do want to do Selen's quest, so we do need to... Lord Ricard. If this putrid field of death is what your blasphemy would bring, then I can no longer abide. No one can. Hey, Kevin! Thanks for picking up something off the store, dude. Thank you. Cool. Okay. So, the big thing we need here is there's a village or something here. We got to get the prattling pate thing. Oh, that was this whole region. Cool. Is this where the Azure guy is? Is he up through here? No. Is there a link to my mage guide? Oh, I'm not following any mage guide. Yeah. Sorry. No, it's definitely not here. was that thing? That was one of those instant deathers. Oh yeah, dude, that's a chungus. I am not gonna deal with him right now. Oh, dude, what? Do these things count as bosses, Chad? What is going on here? Yeah, they do? Okay. I feel like I need a better, better faith. Better grace. I could make that jump, but I don't know if I want to. Huh. Okay, so... There's got to be a better grace here, right? No? Alright, I guess we'll just ride down from here. Jump for suffering? Oh. You need to go through the mansion to get to where you're trying to go? Wait, what? I have to go through the mansion? Here? I thought we got the mansion all the way up to Ricard. What are you talking about? I'm trying to get the prattling pate you're beautiful thing for Cohh. Is it the Hermit Village? It's at the Mount Gelmir Village, whatever that is. I don't know exactly what that is, but that's oh, it straight spawns. Oh God. Okay. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Caddy minded me. I specifically said don't mind me. Ow. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it how I want. Dang it. I'm going to summon Oleg. Alright, sir. Now we fight! Draw! Draw! Brawl! Good, man. Leaden hard tier and cerulean hidden tier.
Are they clapping?
Oh, if you go to where Alexander is currently, you can follow a path up from there to the prattling pate. He's near the poison castle. Over here? Is this where it is? That's a no. So you're saying the best way to get to the prattling pate thing would probably be to spawn here and ride this way. No, Chad's saying. Okay. So that's not what you're saying. Okay. You need to start from the Seethwater Grace to get to Hermit Village. Start from the Erdtree Gazing Hill Grace. It's just left of the manor. Chat, y'all need to like talk to each other here. And I have no clue. Port Stent Shack for Golden Vow. Where's that? Poison Castle has Millicent quest item. That I know. Thank you. Golden Vow is down the collapsed bridge. Can I jump down that on my horse and not die? I didn't notice a lot of red puddles, so I want to say I can. 9K people need to get it together. Agreed. Get it together, chat. Nah, I think we're good. I think we're good.